create a new one. Our production's in 1080, so we're going to select that. Okay, so typically with a horizontal ticker that you see on most news programs, there'll be some content down the bottom, so like a red rectangle and then some colored text that is using a ticker that goes across it. So what we need to do is create that rectangle down the bottom. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So basically in vMix, if you go to the GT ticker section, you'll see all of the templated tickers that you can use if you didn't want to create your own, but you'll notice that they all have a rectangle down the bottom and then there's text overlaid onto it. So I'm going to show you how to create that now. Alright, so now we're back in the GT title designer. I'm just going to show you how to create this content area down the bottom for our horizontal ticker. So what I'm going to do is create a background area for it. So first of all, I'm going to select rectangle and I'm going to create an area down the bottom for it. So what I want to do is drag it to the edges, move it to the edges, or I could right click and dock it to the bottom, which will automatically fill it horizontally and it will align it to the bottom. So obviously I could adjust this by dragging it up if I needed to. I could go to format, but this size should do for us for this. Now what I can do now is I can also change the color of it. I can edit the fill of this rectangle. I can make it a blue if I wanted to, but I can make it a gradient. It's entirely up to you what you want to do here for this. So I'm going to quickly make this a gradient. Okay, so now I have my content area, my background ready to go. Okay, so now I need to overlay my ticker onto my rectangle area down the bottom here that I've got for my content. So I'm going to select ticker from the left-hand menu over here and just drag the ticker box over the rectangle. So I can just align this up like, whoops, like so. Okay, now you can also double check the alignment here for the ticker by going to the format and making sure that it's the same size as the rectangle. And as you can see there, it is the same size. Alright, so now we're going to go to the home menu and we're going to edit this text for our ticker. So we want to make it stand out a little bit more. So I'm just going to change the font. I can make that bold here. Let's up the size a bit. And then for the alignment here, I'm just going to leave the horizontal alignment the same. But the vertical alignment, I'm going to make it the center. So as you can see now, it's coming out in the center of the text field. I'm going to turn off the word wrapping, and I'm going to change the fill to white so it stands out just a little bit more. So there we go. That's how I want my ticker to look, and it's good to go. Now what I can do now is I can also double click that and enter text here if I wanted to, so that's ready to go in my production. I don't have to, but I can do it that way if I choose to. Now one final thing that we need to do is go to the format menu. So as you can see here, I've gone up here to the format menu and I can change some of the attributes of the ticker. Now first of all, we can choose whether it's add or replace. Most likely it's going to be replace for the type. You only select add if you're using it in certain ways with data sources. Now you want to change the direction. You can make it right, left, top, bottom. So we're doing a horizontal ticker here, but you can choose to change the direction here. I'm going to select this as left, and we can alter the speed here also. So I've selected it 1, that's fine for me. Now what we need to do is just go ahead and save this. So I'm going to save this as ticker 1 here, just going to save it. And now we can open up in vMix. So we go to add input, title, I can go to recent or I can browse for it. I'm just going to go to this one here because when we saved it in GT, it will appear in the recent list. And then I'm going to click OK. And now I can start editing the content for my ticker. But I could have done this before if I wanted to, when I had it in the GT title designer, but I can also add it here, like so, and it will now appear. So that's how you can create a horizontal ticker for your production. Now I'm going to go and create a new one here, and I'll show you how you could create a scrolling or horizontal, vertical ticker. So what I'm going to do, just for an example, I'm just going to create a rectangle just in the center here. Let's just align it in the center, like so. Let's just change the color of it. That's probably not a good color. Okay, so now we've got a color ready to go. Now all I would need to do is go to the ticker area and then just create a new box for the ticker. Like so, and just drag these out. Again, I could probably create a group here, so create a layer group and then align it a little bit easier, but that's all I need to do for now. So what I'm going to do is edit this text. I'm going to make sure this one is centered here. Make it white and bold so it stands out a bit. Okay, so what I need to do now is go to the format, and what I'm going to do is make this go like so. So now I have created a vertical scroller for this, so I could create credits if I wanted to. So I've got this set up ready to go, and then I can just save it and load it up into vMix. So that's how you go about creating vertical and horizontal tickers in the GT type.